Hello everyone, Marine here for Learn Fun. I'm so happy to be back with this super cute interactive birthday card showcasing Party Pig, which is the new free gift that you can receive during the month of your birthday. More about that in a second, but now let's see the other stamp and die sets I used on this card. So this is the Party Pig mini stamp set. I picked the party hat from Really High Five, the pig and the fence from Hey There, some grass from Swan Soirée, the fly and some other grass from Totally Awesome, more grass and some flowers from Butterfly Kisses, some rocks from Ocean Shelfie, one of the trees from Tree Before and Afters. We have the Magic Picture Changer die set, which is my favorite interactive die set, the Finlay's ABCs die set. I used the biggest die from the large mini slimline stackables die set. And finally, I picked two papers from the Sweater Weather 6x6 paper pack. So here we have my stamped and die cut images. I stamped them using Learn Fun gel black ink and then cut everything using the coordinating dies. And as always, I used my alcohol markers to color all those cute images. So about this lovely Party Pig mini stamp set, you can get this exclusive free gift plus a 10% discount during your birthday month. This offer runs from November 2021 through October 2022, and to receive this free mini stamp set and get the discount, it's very simple. First, you need to make sure that your birthday month is selected into your Learn Fun account on learnfun.com. Second, on the first day of your birthday month, Learn Fun will email you your birthday discount code. And third, during the month of your birthday, all you have to do is to log in into your Learn Fun account, place an order, enter the discount code on the checkout page, and you will see your discount and the free gift applied to your account. And today happens to be my birthday as well, so it was perfect timing to use this cute Party Pig stamp set. After the coloring, I cut my mini slimline panel out of Bristol cardstock. I placed a few things on top of it just to have a general idea of the final scene, and I divided the panel in 3 parts. I wanted to have soil at the bottom, grass in the middle, and the sky at the top. I marked those 3 sections using a pencil. And then I started by creating the soil section at the bottom using a hillside stencil. I first applied some gathered twigs distress ink, and then I added ground espresso distress ink to darken this part a little bit more. I blended both colors using my blending tools, and of course I added texture to this brown section. I mixed a little bit of ground espresso with water, and then I splattered a few drops on the paper to get a nice dirt texture. Next, I moved on to the middle part. I covered the soil section with the hillside stencil, and I also placed the grass stencil. And to color this part, I started by applying Shabby Shutter's Distress Ink, and then I added Modelon Distress Ink, and I blended this color towards the top of this grass section. Just like the soil section, I added texture to the grass by splattering a mix of water and Modelon Distress Ink. And then I wanted to give the illusion of tiny daisies on this grass section, so I mixed a few drops of Copic Opaque White ink with water and used a small brush to splatter tiny white drops on the paper. Finally, I moved on to the sky section. I used the cloudy stencil along with tumbled glass distress ink to create that sky. I just applied the ink following the stencil and towards the top of the panel. And to match the 2 other parts of the panel, I also added texture on this section using Salty Ocean Distress Ink mixed with water, and my background was complete. Next, I cut the frame out of this panel. I made sure that the notch on the die was placed at the bottom. I taped the die on the paper and sent it to my die cutting machine. And here we go. I set those elements aside for later and moved on to the interactive part of the card. I started by cutting 2 Bristol panels, a long one for the pocket die and a smaller one for the moving piece die. I traced the windows using a pencil, and because the pull tab will be at the bottom of the card, I turned both panels upside down and then I did some stamping. I put the long panel in my MISTI tool and placed the Party Pig stamp in the window slightly above the bottom line. Next, I put the hat on the pig. I closed the door of my MISTI tool and picked up the hat only, and I stamped the hat. And when I make a Magic Picture Changer card, I like to have white borders around the images on the interactive section, just like the images I colored before. So to get that result, I cut a mask using the party hat coordinating die, and I stuck it on the image. And to make sure that the mask was perfectly aligned on the image, I just used the lights above my desk to see the image through the mask. Next, I put the pig back in place and stamped it 3 times to get a nice impression. And just like the hat, I cut a mask using the pig coordinating die, and I stuck it on the image. And like before, I used the lights above my desk to see through the mask, and this way make sure that the mask was aligned with the image behind it. Next, I did quite the same thing on the small panel. I placed the pig and the hat, but this time I added the present. I picked the hat and the present with the door of my MISTI tool, and I stamped both images at the same time. I masked the hat using the same technique as before, put the pig back in place and stamped it, and I stuck a mask on top of it. So here we have my elements, and before building everything, I still needed to create a background behind the pigs, the same background as the one on the small square. I started with the long panel and placed the small square on the window. I used it as a guide to know exactly where to create the soil section behind the pig. I taped the hillside stencil and colored that bottom section using Gathered Twigs Distress ink. Off screen, I created the same texture as before. I erased the pencil lines and covered the soil section with the stencil. And then I used shabby shutters and Modlon distressings to create the grass behind the pig. And just like the soil section, I added the same texture as before off screen. So here's the result. Off screen, I did the same thing on the small panel. On that small panel, the soil section goes towards the bottom because we have the pull tab on that part. And then I removed the masks. But because of the masks, you can see that some parts around the hats are not connected. So I used my Memento pen to quickly join all the lines and complete the images. And one last step before building this magic picture changer element, I colored the images using the same colors as before. So here we have my panels all done and ready to be cut. I used the frame as a guide to help me decide where to stick the pocket die on the long panel, and I did the same thing with the small panel. I taped the dies and sent both pieces to my die cutting machine, and here we go. Now let's build this magic picture changer element. The first thing I did was to fold the tabs on the pocket panel. I folded those tabs and used my bone folder to get a very nice fold. I applied some strong double-sided tape at the back of those tabs, peeled the backing papers off and folded the tabs again to stick them at the back of the pocket panel. Once again, I used my bone folder to fold and connect everything perfectly. I also folded this pocket panel in half, right on the score line that the die creates. And to get a smooth mechanism, I like to do two things. First, I like to apply powder at the back of the pocket panel, along the tabs and on the small flaps as well. And second, I like to rub those flaps with a bone folder to make the edges less sharp. Next, I placed the moving piece inside the pocket panel and I put the tab through the slot. And then I put each little flap into a small slot, one after the other, just like so. I pulled the tab to interlock the flaps and the slots, and I also made sure that everything was perfectly aligned inside the pocket panel between the tabs. I applied double-sided tape on those tabs. I removed the backing papers and I folded the pocket panel to close it and finally complete this Magic Picture Changer interactive element. I played a few times with it just to make sure that it was working properly, and then I attached the frame on top of the pocket. I applied some thin double-sided tape at the back of that frame on the four edges, and I stuck it on the pocket. And we can see that everything coordinates pretty nicely. I cut a 6 by 3 inches card base and attached the pocket at the bottom using double-sided tape. And for the sky, I used foam tape to be at the same height as the pocket. And here my panel is complete. Next to my favorite part, which is assembling and sticking all the images to finally see the scene come to life. I attached everything using glue dots mostly, but also used the foam squares behind the trees and liquid glue to stick the flies. Next, I created the first part of my sentiment. I cut the word oink 3 times, 1 time out of a brown pattern paper and 2 times out of white cardstock. I glued the white letters on top of each other. This will create dimension. And then I attached the brown letters on top. And for the second part of my sentiment, I placed the panel in my MISTI tool with the letters not attached yet at the top. I placed the phrase translation happy birthday between the letters and the trees. I removed the letters and I stamped the phrase using jet black ink. And then I finally attached the letters right above the phrase I just stamped using liquid glue. One last final step before we can call it done. I cut the pull tab decorating piece. I cut this handle out of a yellow pattern paper and out of white cardstock just for the arrow. I folded the handle in half and stuck it at the end of the tab using liquid glue. And I attached the small arrow right in the center. And that's it, all done. And these are some very dirty but still super cute piggies we have here. I hope that you like this fun little scene. The Magic Picture Changer fits perfectly the large mini slimline die. It looks really amazing. So I can't wait to make more interactive cards like this one, and I hope that it will inspire you as well. Thank you so much for watching, and see you next time. Have a very nice day. Bye!